1, 2, 3, pop your shit.
Just got done shooting the movie Yagas. You already know. Gatekeepers, I'm coming for y'all.
Yes, sir. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, I Love Yagas, and I'm here with the 9-month checkup with the boy, Verbal Kint, okay? So if you didn't see our last interview, it was posted this February, okay? So go check that out after you look at this interview, okay? And get everything that we talked about and was going over earlier this year before all the coronas and stuff started. So, Verbal, before I even ask you any questions, I gotta address something real quick because you got a toe fetish, dog. So yo, I almost like, I only know one other person with a toe fetish and I don't talk about it because I'm like, the way that y'all be going, it's weird. So why, like, what is this toe fetish that you have?
I have a foot fetish.
A foot fetish, there we go. So it's the whole foot, not just toes. I don't play with him.
It's like, it's not really a long story. It's
okay.
actually kind of a short story.
Okay.
I'll make it short. So when I was a kid, I had a babysitter. And like, every time she used to come in, she used to have me massage her feet. So like, and I was a kid.
How old was she?
She was maybe 22, 23.
And you?
24, I was like 5.
Oh.
I was a kid, yeah, I was a kid.
I would have did the same shit.
Like, yeah, just like massaging her feet and like, I guess my brain chemistry just like, liked it.
Associated feet with love.
Yeah, and ever since then, bro, it's been up.
But bro, so is having like a toe fetish like, I mean a foot fetish like, I don't understand it. Because it's like how people like getting their nipples played with, or is it like what does it do for you? That's what I guess.
I mean, I guess it would be in that sense, like a fetish, I feel like it's just something that like gives you sexual arousement, but
that's
like,
a fact.
Super like sexual.
So it's like 10 times more.
Yeah, it's like you're having sex on Molly or something. It's like a different urge that you feel rather than like you being regularly sexually aroused. Like if you have a fetish for something, it's like your arousal rate is like through the roof.
It's through the Man, I'm gonna get out this topic for a second. Okay, wait, no, I can't even. So do you have a girlfriend?
No.
Okay, I was about to say, so how does she feel about this fetish? Okay, so do you only talk to people with pretty feet?
Yes.
So how do you go about asking for these feet pictures without them being weird or like seeing their feet and not like
Okay, so there's two. I mean, it's always weird. It's always
weird. Let's just put that out there.
Yeah, okay. Weird. So if I'm getting feet pictures from a girl that I'm interested in or someone I'm just DMing, is different.
Okay.
If I'm just DMing her, I'm just gonna ask her for a picture,
okay.
Like straight up, like no small talk or anything.
Okay.
But if it's a girl like I'm interested in and shit like that, I'm just gonna be like, hey, how much your nails?
What them feet talking about, girl?
You know what I'm saying? Like how much your nails cost, you know, shit like
that. How much your nails cost, and then send me some feet pics. You know what?
Simple, you know what I'm saying? I don't really like pictures though. Let's get that.
You need a video?
I like videos, yes.
So what's the difference? Right, okay, so what is the difference between the pictures and the, I mean, I guess it's like real life.
Yeah, it's like, it's motion, you could
not the toes, it's wiggling.
Yes, it's a lot.
Man, we got Verbal Kint the 4th with us today. Okay, so did you add the 4th to your official rapper name, or is that
just added it just because Instagram wouldn't let me take Verbal Kint.
Okay, it be like that, bro. You be having to find weird ways around your name. Okay, so he's the 4th Verbal Kint if you're looking for him on Instagram, y'all. So in your bio, you got Back with a Vengeance. Last time I talked to you, we had Zahavi and Signal just released. You had it out for about a year. Now we got a new project. So what is this vengeance that you coming back with, baby?
Because like, all right, at first, I had everyone was a star. And I still do believe that.
And
Shout out to JID. Shout out to JID. I do believe that everyone is a star. But I feel like I was giving niggas love and was giving niggas like my all, like my whole energy.
Can't do that.
Yeah, like I was broke giving niggas money. I didn't even have money. And they ain't know I had money. But like, yeah, it's like those my niggas, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like my day ones always gonna be my day ones. They know how I feel. I'm not talking about them. But just like other niggas I met, like I gave them all my energy and shit. And when it's time to reciprocate that energy, they don't know how to do that.
It's
shit.
not even half of what you was giving them.
Like that shit's crazy. And it's like, how the fuck you claim to fuck with me and I'm broke and I'm still getting you Uber rides to work and back home from work and shit.
That's actually nice.
Like, you feel me? Like, that shit.
Because guess who wouldn't do that shit? I'd be like, damn, you going to work to make some money and you're not gonna give me no money back. Okay, that's fine. And that's fine. But everybody's different, man, because he's back with a vengeance now. Everybody's still a star, but he's back with a vengeance for this one. So I just want to talk about real quick. So when I was looking up to do this re-interview, right, or this part 2 interview, I was looking at our old one, and you actually low-key predicted, not really Corona, but this Corona situation. Y'all definitely go watch that first interview. But long story short, I had asked you something about how you think music is going to be in 2030. And he responded to the extent of, I think that it's gonna mimic virtual reality with concerts and like people are in their living rooms, like at the basketball game, in the courts and all that stuff like that. And I was just like, here we are, 9 months later, in a VR game, literally. So, how has all the bullshit been since Corona started back in March?
Honestly,
truly.
so after our interview, I went through like a crazy, like, fucking November, December, January, February, up until March was fucking hell, like torture. Like, it just felt like everyone was against me type shit. Like, niggas
was fighting
money.
demons.
Yeah, I was fighting raw demons had me. For real, they had me, no cap. And I don't know, I just stuck with it. And like now I'm up now. So like,
and it's stuck.
Yeah, it's stuck. Yeah.
All right. So how you feel about the presidential campaign that we have going on right now? The lesser, hopefully, y'all, the lesser of two evils won the campaign. But how was you feeling during the time that we was like all uncertain and didn't know what was going on?
Honestly, I'm not even gonna hold y'all. Like, I don't really get into politics and religion.
For sure.
But like, I was smoking big ass backwood. I was just counting money, bro. Like, I was to the point, I was to the point like just telling my people to vote for who you think would be better suited for you, but more so vote for where you live at and the politicians in your community that's going to directly affect your community. Look at that and research that.
And really quick, if you live in Georgia, we do have the runoff, okay? Last time for early voting is what I think December 7th is the last day to register. So this video will definitely be out before then, and make sure y'all do that because this matters more than the presidency, to be honest, for Georgia. But continue.
Yeah, so I was just going through like a hard ass time, bro. Like in the beginning of this Corona shit, and I feel like niggas ain't had my back. Niggas wasn't helping me and shit. So I put like back with a vengeance because I feel like I'm on these niggas' ass now. Like from that time Corona started, from like March on, it's been up. I just been focused on music, getting back in the gym and shit, getting that money.
Not you finna get so old.
Oh yeah, it's a wrap.
Oh, don't play with him for real, y'all. Don't play with him. So what's your 2021 gonna look like?
Hopefully, inshallah.
Inshallah. You're Muslim?
No, I'm not, but I fuck with the Muslims heavy. So 2021, hopefully, is just me trying to get my niggas back to where they need to be.
Yes, sir.
And just dropping music nonstop and just keep getting this money. And in the gym, I'm trying to get nice at basketball again because there was a point in time I was really good.
Not you was about to get drafted.
Okay, lottery pick for real.
Number 7, okay? Don't play with it. All right, so you said you was down bad pretty much up until the start of Corona. So what exactly did you do to change? I know you said you was going to the gym, getting your money back, right? But like, what exactly do you think was the turning point where you was like, bro, this shit not hitting no more. This is not him, and I gotta do something to change it.
Yeah, like I'm smart as fuck. Like I've always been that way. Like the way me and my brothers were raised. We were raised as Jehovah's Witnesses. So that's why I felt like that's why I feel like I was made to be in this music shit because I don't really agree with Jehovah's Witnesses policies, but like growing up as a Jehovah's Witness, they had you annotate the Bible as a kid. So I'm reading the scriptures and I'm trying to annotate what Job is doing in the Bible, what Moses is doing, and what this means to Jehovah, and all these things. And not knowing it is just building up my craft and my pen. I don't even know what the question was.
What was the turning point? Like, what do you think was the point that changed when you were going through that bad period that shifted to the good?
Okay,
so you always been smart.
Yeah, I wasn't smart, so it's just like I just knew I didn't read enough. Like my brother's studious as fuck. Like that nigga's just reading books constantly.
That's
Warren Buffett
a talent,
just,
bro.
Yeah, just running through it.
Patience.
Yeah, for real. And that's one thing I need to work on too. I have no fucking patience. Like, and that shit's crazy.
I'd be like, okay, it's been 2 seconds, now what's next?
Nah, for real. Like that shit's wild. But like I picked up a book called The Richest Man in Babylon. And like I started reading that book and started underlining everything that I found was important that pertained to my life. And I would go back and look at the underlying points so that way I didn't have to read the book over and over and over again. And that shit really helped me. Like it didn't just give me all the answers, but it put me in the mind state.
It gave you perspective.
Yeah, to be like, okay, I can do this. And I watch hella motivational videos that this dude on YouTube named Evan Carmichael, who makes them on like Kobe, Elon Musk, everybody really, Warren Buffett. I studied a lot of Warren Buffett and Jay-Z too when I was in that slum, just to figure out like how Jay-Z like got out of the hole. And we all know he's a hustler, but like, how was his mindset? And I was just really studying what he was talking about and how his mindset was and how Warren Buffett talks and how he invests into different stocks and how he studies and does his research. Okay. So that shit really helped me out hella.
So you really just had to think, like literally apply yourself more.
Yeah, no cap. Yeah, for real.
Well, we love to see it. So speaking of this new and improved you, we got a new and improved album, okay? So we got For the Love of Prosecutor. Okay, talk to us about that. 8 songs, 22 tracks. It dropped on November 6th. Talk to us about the mindset behind this album.
Alright, so it's called The Love of Precursor.
Precursor, there we go.
It's all good. It's from this.
I can't spell. I can't enunciate clearly.
I'm the worst speller in the world. Like that's why I hope one day like they never ask me to like spell out my lyrics or some shit.
I'm dead.
No, that shit is so bad.
No, bro, my friend had invited me the other day. He has a bar, and they were like, "Yeah, we're playing a drunk spelling bee." I said, "I can't spell sober.
No,
if you want me to do it," and he was like, "It's 3 shots," and then we started the game. I said, "Oh, you got me figured fucked up. I'm out of here." Okay, so go talk about the album.
All right, so it's from this show called Breaking Bad, and I was so late. Yeah, like I was so late on Breaking Bad.
That's
like
late.
Like super duper, like 2019 type shit, like the beginning of 2019 type shit.
Oh,
and niggas were like, "Bro, you really just not watching Breaking Bad?" And I was like, "I know, everybody told me to watch this shit for years," and I got into it, and like that shit like literally changed my life.
I believe
like,
it.
That was one of the things that got me out the fucking doldrums that I was in was Breaking Bad, just Heisenberg and fucking Walter White, his character, and his character development from fucking Bill Nye the Science Guy to El Chapo. It was crazy, and just seeing those. So
he was on Bill Nye?
No, he went from Bill Nye.
I was like, hold up.
Nerdy scientist.
Okay, yeah, facts.
And then he went from that to becoming El Chapo, like really learning the fucking meth business, like learning how to make that shit pure, and like I just fucked with that because what he did for his family was huge, and his family was never really understanding, like, why are you always gone so late? Where are you not here with Junior?
I mean, but the thing is, he was selling drugs.
Yeah, like
he was pushing a lot of weight.
Yeah, he was moving weight. That word for his family. That's why I like it. That's why I implemented so many things. Like, if you're a huge fan of Breaking Bad, you're gonna know, you're gonna hear the names. Like, I implement Heisenberg, Walter White did a song called Skylar White did a song called Walter White. Like, I just used elements from that show to pertain to my life. Okay. So that's basically what the album is. It's just like paying homage to that show because it changed my life so much.
So you said this is one of your best sounds, new and improved, all that fun stuff. So what makes this album so much different from the first one you had?
It's just like the beats to me are better. The production quality is like way better.
Did you go in the studio this time?
No, actually, it's crazy.
Last time it was all on your iPhone, wasn't it?
No, it was on my MacBook. But to be honest, like I went into the studio for the last album, probably like 2 songs. Like this album, I recorded worse than the last album. Like this album, I was just in like hotel rooms with just my mic and my MacBook, just like this, just recording. But I met an engineer. He's so fire.
He was the 1 and the 2.
Yo,
and the 3 and the 4 for this album.
I send this nigga any file. I could record that shit on my phone if I wanted to and make that shit sound perfect. Like,
we love to hear it.
Beautiful, and for such a good price too.
We love to hear it.
I'm like, yo, this nigga really. And I would shout him out, but I don't want hella niggas going to him and shit. And he got the prices and all that shit.
Boy, that should be the worst, dog. And then you be like, damn, I sent you this tweets like 4 weeks ago. With
On me,
big
yeah.
dog.
Damn, I'm mixing all your friend shit now. It's
No,
like-
but dead ass. And then they get put on to somebody famous and your shit just out the water.
No
man.
cap.
But I mean, hey.
He eating though. He
I
got
hope
bread,
he
so-
like. I hope he gets successful, Mr. Engineer.
Yeah, he got Grammy nominated shit, so he good. I just can't share that nigga with everybody.
Don't play with him. He's not one of them. Okay? So, are you any closer to finding your actual true sound? You think? Because last time you were like, nah, you was nowhere close. Are you just like a little inch, maybe?
I feel like I'm further away to finding my true sound, but
Why,
I will
though?
say because like I've so like since then I've listened. Well, I found out about a group called Griselda, and there's Conway the Machine, Benny the Butcher, and West Side Gun, and like their music is like such a gritty New York sound that it changed the way like I think about things, and not even like how my sound is just to sound more gritty, but the way that Benny the Butcher story tells and how Conway and Benny, they're so descriptive with their sounds, and the way West Side Gun markets.
I get what you're
them.
saying.
Like, yeah.
I've heard Benny the Butcher before.
Yeah, he just dropped the album like probably like last month, probably 3 weeks ago. It's great. Like
10 out of 10 recommended?
yeah, for sure.
For sure. Okay. So further away from your sound. So now.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, okay, I'm further away from finding my own sound.
Oh, but you're experimenting more with other sounds.
Yeah, I'm experimenting
Okay.
with other sounds, but I'm perfecting. I'm getting more comfortable with recording music and writing music and making music, the structure of music, like listening to instruments and saying, okay, I want that key in there. Okay, can you bring this violin in? Like different things like that. The bigger picture of music, the aspects, the business side. You know what I mean? Because I didn't even know like I had to clear features and clear beats and all that shit. My nigga,
You gotta clear everything.
Yeah, he was telling me, he's like, yeah, bro, you gotta clear this too, because other niggas can still use the beat, even though you bought it, bro. You gotta do this, you gotta do that. I'm like, yo, this shit is fire. So I'm like, yeah, I feel you. It's a business.
But it's more money for you in the long run.
Facts, big facts.
For sure. So let's talk about it. Who helped you produce this album besides your fire engineer? Who was like behind the cover art, the production, how the songs were listed on there?
Okay.
Let's get it.
I do really like, I like to EQ, like I don't let anybody EQ my albums. Like, so I
And
want to
that
set up
means?
the track list, I want to set up what the album's about, I want to set up what the cover looks like, I want
Okay.
to set up what the overall sound is going to be, what the overall message of the album is going to be. I want to do all of that shit.
Okay.
Like, I don't want anybody to even give me any ideas like for that shit. Like, I don't know.
A true creative,
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah,
A
for
true
real.
creative.
That's why I mean, like, ask niggas, like, should I say this in the song? Should I make this bar like this? Like, I
I'm
don't
gonna
even-
do it.
Yeah, no
And
cap.
you gonna fuck with
Yeah,
it.
for real. Like, I don't even want niggas help for that shit. Like, that's why I don't use a ghostwriter. But like, my boy, Deuce ain't made. Did I even know Deuce's beats? Nah, it's just Deuce made so many beats for me. Like, we're making like, we got like 3 albums in the fucking just cooking right now. But my boy A1K, the beat, Big Rob Lucci, a lot of people love that song. And he made the beat for that.
Okay.
My boy Joey made some of the beats. Yeah, just hella beats from my friends, really.
We love to see friends put each other on because it be the most talented folks in your close friend circle, man.
Yeah,
And you
it's
never-
some beats though I got from YouTube too.
For real?
Yeah, cause this album is like a lot of these fucking albums. Like the last album I was telling you was so old. Like I just been writing and not recording shit. But like this album's not too old. It's not too dated. It's like 2019 and shit. But like all the shit I'm putting out, I'm just constantly writing now. Now I have time to just focus on music 24/7. Like I'm not working. I'm not doing nothing but just focusing on music and flipping this bread.
Period.
But
Period.
yeah, you know.
So the last interview, you mentioned that your name came from a character on a movie, but it was kind of part of your 2 different personalities. And I meant to ask you, are you a Gemini?
No, not a Gemini.
What's your birthday? What's your birthday?
Horoscope people. That is so
Okay, don't
fucking-
call us horoscope people. It's
Bro.
astrology. Pool.
Is it really astrology though?
Okay, well, okay. I feel like, cause you know you got different moon, sun signs.
Yeah.
So like when folks be saying, "Oh, that's not me," like I'm an Aquarius, right? My sun sign is Sagittarius, Mars is like a Taurus, some. So I'm like a mix of Aquarius, Libra, Taurus, Gemini. So I feel like when folks be like, "Bruh, that's not really even how." It might not be how your main personality is, but somewhere in that
Yeah,
Mercury
traits.
sign, that's you. That's your personality.
Well,
So I feel like that's a part of astrology, but folks just Twitter astrology
I
folks
feel
be
that,
taking
yeah.
it too far.
But I can kind of see that though, because like the moon changes the tides of the ocean, so I
Yeah.
can see how it would change somebody's personality.
I don't know if you if you still have a Snapchat or if you're logged in or whatever. But if you go in there on the most updated version, if you click by your sign, by your name, it'll give you like a full rundown from like Earth to Pluto of what all your stuff. Yeah, and you put the exact time you were born and like where you were born at. It'll.
That's fire.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a Taurus though. By the way.
For real? Oh, so you hard-headed.
Like, I am hard-headed, but I don't know if that's why I'm hard-headed. I am hard-headed.
Okay, it's not why you're hard-headed, but typically most Taurus tend to be a little bit. See, I'm hard-headed too, but I just do what I want when I feel like it. Wait, so Taurus is what, like?
April 24th.
Huh? Oh, so you was almost an Earth Day baby.
That means. Oh, like Earth Day.
Earth
Actually,
Day.
Earth Day. Okay. I'm dead.
Oh, see, that's what you get for smoking that damn Rillo. I was gonna tell you something at the beginning.
No, you told me last time.
Yeah. See, man, at least I'm consistent. Now y'all see the consistency. Now, why are you still smoking?
Gas,
Okay.
that's what I'm coughing.
But you could put that gas in a paper.
I got papers right here too.
But why the Rillo? Like, cause honestly, it just don't even look appetizing. Okay, listen, y'all. I'm looking at his plate.
Killing me right now.
I'm serious, bro. I'm looking at his computer weed plate right here. Okay, so he got a Rillo in his hand and he's rolling up a backwoods and paper to the side. Now, if it was up to me, if I could put a pole in here, I would just say go straight paper, a little bit of leaf, a little bit grab something in there. But why the Rillo?
She saw you from New York.
I'm not gonna grind it up in there. I'm gonna just put a little strip. I'm just put a little strip. But yeah, no, like for real. Cause
alright, if I could roll joints, I would just have to practice rolling joints, cause I like to smoke hella, like, you know.
okay,
So
but it's peaceful. You know, once you get it, I done got to the point where I could pearl them hoes. Now that's a peaceful. It be looking like them damn swishes, y'all.
yeah, that's how I like it. That's how my boy Nando be rolling them shits. Like put like a 3-5 in a fucking paper. That shit beautiful. Pull like a backwood, but it's cleaner. Like,
Yes, bro.
pure smoke. Like,
And it's like you feel it through your, like the tobacco just gives you a head high. That's why I put a little bit of grab in my papers, but like,
yeah, tobacco definitely boosts it.
yeah. See, yeah.
I mean, I like the Puffco vaporizer though that I have, so it's cool.
What is that?
It's a vaporizer. You like.
Oh, you put the nug in there?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this
gotta
boy
go.
I used to in the college with, I got the same thing. That shit hard, boy.
Yeah, I love it because like you could put a 0.5 to last you, I think 3-4 days. Like, yeah, it's just nice.
So what is it, like what does it come out like? Or does it all just vaporize in there?
Yeah, it vapor, but like
The
not
whole
even.
thing?
No, that's the best part about it. It just takes out the THC of the weed, so you can get your weed out, and it looks like brown and kind of looks like mid a little bit. But like if you have good weed, because you know we only smoke good weed out here, so if you have good weed, after you put it in the vaporizer, you can still use it to make edibles. Like, because it's the purest way to smoke, because it only takes out the THC, doesn't take out the CBD and shit. Just so like all the greenness or like your weed's purple is gonna take that out of the weed. It's just gonna be like brown. You can still, if you want, you can still roll it up. Like my cousin rolls it up. It's funny as fuck. So he just puts him to sleep and shit.
That is
Because he doesn't really smoke and shit.
yeah, that is very interesting. You learn something new every damn day, y'all. I swear.
Yeah.
All right, so hard-headed Taurus. All right. So what are your next steps in music? As far as, so you just dropped this album less than a month ago. You got it going crazy. But what are your next steps? Like, where are you going to go after this?
I want to make a cult fan base. Like, I want to have people. Yeah, I don't even want to be. I don't want to have a fan base like Drake because I don't want to.
Drake.
Because like I want to go to the mall and I want to be able to pull up to my boy's party. Like I'll pull up. Oh bet. I'll pull up with some baddies and some bottles and some Zop. We lit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So you want to be a regular rap star?
I want to be, yeah, just a regular nigga. I don't want to be like,
See?
oh my god, hey, can you? And I know I can't choose. Like you can't pick and choose that.
Yeah,
shit.
that's
You can't. But it's like if I could prefer, I would rather have like a cult fan base, like MF Doom's fan base, or like somebody like Freddie Gibbs or something. Freddie Gibbs is kind of famous now too. But like
somebody local but popular.
Yeah, like niggas know. Like I feel like if Dom Kennedy was in the mall, some people would know who Dom Kennedy was, but some people would just walk right by him.
I feel like you want that like
money.
Yeah.
That breeze.
Yeah, I was about to say you want that like manager, PR, producer type fame. It's like everybody knows their name, but don't nobody know what they look like.
That type shit. Like niggas just know I'm nice with the bars. Like niggas just like, oh yeah, he got a pet. You want a feature, whatever, yeah, go to him. But he's not going to your party. Like you're not stepping outside. Because like I used to be hella social. Like I used to be hella social, but I feel like niggas crossed me so much that
it's just like thugging.
Yeah. Like,
and it's like honestly, ever since Corona, like, what you gonna do though? Like,
Hey, no cap, I swear places is open.
No, oh yeah,
I was in the Midwest, bro, Indianapolis, bro, that shit is like, that shit never hit type shit.
I was about to say the Midwest.
But even like some places in New York, like niggas be partying, bro. Like, you just
supposed to be partying out here.
Oh no, Georgia's different.
Yeah,
that shit, bro.
Georgia's been open.
That shit was for no cap. Like I remember I came from Ohio to Georgia to Atlanta, and I was in the gas station with my mask on, and niggas was looking at me crazy. Like I wasn't even supposed to be in there.
Bro,
I was like, damn,
they look at you like you have it if you
yeah,
got the mask.
like what the fuck? Why y'all niggas wildin'?
Hell yeah, bro. They don't be playing down here.
I love it here though.
I love it here. It's my favorite place.
No cap.
So aside from the music, what you do to make your money? Since you're talking about stacking, flipping, and getting your life together, let's talk about it.
Like we just opening up businesses out here, bro.
Yes.
Like,
what are a couple of business ventures you got into?
fucking studio ventures, marketing agencies. Shout out to Germany. Looking marketing agencies. I'm trying to open up a nail salon. That's the real thing I'm trying to do. Get this bread to open up.
Listen, what you should do is open up an all-black nail salon. And get you actual nail techs in there.
That's what I wanted to do. Like no cap, get like all the bro.
But you're not gonna be able to get the best. But what you should do is go to the students who are trained by the best.
Yeah, the ones that's really like been grinding and shit. Like I see on Instagram all the time doing all my friends' nails and shit, and they like models and shit, so they doing their nails with their friends and shit. Hire all of them. That should be lit.
That should be lit. Because you never walk into like a for real all black nail salon ever. Ever.
Beauty salons and hair salons all the time, but nail salons never. Right?
But they got like a little chain going. It's like it's like part of their family.
Yeah. It's a generation type thing.
Yeah.
Of course.
Type thing. Okay, so we love the business ventures you get into. So what has getting into the new businesses taught you, either in the music or just in life in general? Because a lot of folks, and I would say especially people around our age, are like, you either know what you're doing with your money or you like somewhere kind of in between of I need to graduate and get my life together and move out of my parents' house. So are you independent? You live by yourself?
That's the funny thing. I don't live anywhere, and I hope I can keep it like that for the rest of my life until I can afford my house in Montana. This house in Bozeman that I want.
Okay.
Gorgeous. And because I don't really I want to be.
You really like the Midwest, huh?
Yeah, and I just want to be away from people in the wilderness.
Okay.
Like I wouldn't be there for the winter though. For the winter, I'll be down here, probably go to New York because it gets way too cold.
I believe it.
Crazy. Yeah. So I have to have somebody watch my house and shit. But like, yeah, I would just love to be out there and just shoot guns and just raise cattle and shit. Like.
I thought you were gonna say rage.
I'll definitely throw some rage there because it's gonna be so much land. I want to own land.
Thanks. You know, Montana, Utah, all them places are beautiful. Colorado, beautiful. But you cannot pay me to live out there for more than a month.
I'm dead.
Shit.
I mean, I was raised in New York, so I mean, but I just love that shit.
Oh yeah.
That country, there's nothing like that country silence, like. Because I do a lot of drugs, like not bad drugs, like the good drugs, psychedelics and shit. So when I be doing acid in New York sometimes, it be so noisy, bro.
Yeah, it's
I can't even think at all, bro. Like, this shit be crazy until you do a little Molly and then you're fine.
So you mix acid to come down? I mean, you mix Molly to come down from acid?
It doesn't come down, it's called synesthesia. And what it does with your brain is like what the chemicals from acid lacks when you tripping. Like if you ever tripped and like something's happening and like you get confused and then you get like real angry and shit because you're confused and you don't know like what's going on type shit. But like the acid, it like hugs your brain and it brings that chemical back to your brain. So you're like, if something happens that's confusing, you'll think about it. Like, oh, okay, that's why it's like that. Oh, okay, all right. It's like perfect synesthesia for your brain. That's like, it's called a candy flip. Like it's the most blissful like drug experience. Besides like DMT, that shit is beautiful, but it's beautiful.
I feel like DMT is kind of scary.
It was scary, but it wasn't scary like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. It was scary like inviting. Like it was like, okay, this is some other shit we're gonna see when we die. Like this shit's bigger than us. It's like, okay.
Okay. See, listen, man. I don't know if I can play with my brain like that. Like I literally have to be in the right place, right time, right situation. And somebody be like, "Hey, you want this?"
No,
like,
for
you
sure.
know what?
I feel that.
I think I do today. I got the time.
But DMT though, that's one thing. DMT, that's one thing you wouldn't want to do that with. Like acid and shrooms, I say you wouldn't want to do that with either. It would be I would prefer you would want to do it, but you can get away with doing acid and shrooms like that. Like depending on what type of person you are, I wouldn't suggest that to anybody. But DMT is something that I wouldn't do that at all. Like somebody's at a party, it's like, hey, take a little bit of this. Like,
See,
not at all.
But what the?
DMT, because that shit's gonna blast you. It's gonna, as soon as you, if it's real DMT, the way you take it, you smoke it out of a pipe, that's just.
So now let's get into some more personal stuff. So what do you like to do around the city, man? Because you're a New York guy, but you've been in Atlanta for a little minute. So talk to us about some of your favorite spots to hang out at.
My favorite spots to hang out.
In Atlanta? Yeah. Not you made it sound gross.
It's just because like my friends here, like they all like have like 5 spots. Like so it's not like I go to like a 5 club. Like you know what I'm saying?
So you just
like,
be hanging out at the crib.
Yeah, like the Royal Peacock is cool and shit. Like I mean club wise, I don't really like going to clubs and shit. Like I like Magic City, it's cool. The wings are fire.
How could you not love Magic City?
You know what I'm saying? Like I say that Follies was cool too. I like Follies club.
R.I.P. Follies, man.
Gentlemen's Club is cool. I love the strip club.
Yeah, gotta love the strip clubs in Atlanta.
Gypsy's Kitchen.
Okay.
Cool spot to eat at.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, I like the balcony.
Go.
You know, I usually take my pens there and smoke out there. You know, a couple people. It's cool. It's like it's very nice. This girl Sierra, she introduced me to it.
Okay.
It's a nice spot. Like I know there's hella spots in my head, but it's
that's just off the top. All right, cool. So what's some food places? You mentioned Gypsy's Kitchen, but what's like your favorite all time? Like I'm hungry and I know they open. I'm going to.
Yeah, that's hard. Bottom. Because wings, I just love wings. When I come to Atlanta, I can eat wings for breakfast. Like it's just crazy. Like
y'all got that. Y'all got that with all them wings, bro. I'll take me a little, I don't know, some salmon somewhere. I'll get bougie.
I love salmon.
And you know it's good, man.
Yeah, salmon's amazing.
Yes, sir. Okay, so last time you was here, we talked about your style. You was having the exclusive teas out the ass, man. So talk to me about your style now. How has it developed since the last time we talked to you?
It's hella evolved. Like,
hella evolved.
Like back then, I was getting like hella 5 teas. Like I was hella into like polo, so I would get like all like the cool polos and shit. But,
okay.
Like, my favorite brand was always like Babe.
Okay.
Like as far as clothing. But like I could never really afford that shit consistently the way I wanted to. I didn't want to just like get a Babe shirt.
Yeah, and wear that shit out.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like so.
Okay.
Now we just got hella Babe. Like I got some cool Supreme pieces. I got hella cool pieces. Shout out my boy Sosa.
That man said he got some more money and leveled up his style. Don't play with him now.
But now, like, cause I want to get sponsored by Babe, so like I got hella Babe, and I just been trying to wear hella Babe. Like,
shit, man.
That's my favorite brand. I fuck with Nigo.
Go talk to them folks. Like, excuse me. I need an exclusive contract tomorrow. Thank you. All right. Okay. So we talked about the ladies earlier. We was talking about the feats and stuff. But is there anybody in your life right now that's interested? And be careful how you respond, because are they gonna be mad the way that you respond on camera? No, go crazy.
I don't know if they'll be mad. I don't know. But
I don't know. Fuck it.
Yeah, like I'm not talking to nobody right now.
Okay.
But like I've tried to like, cause like I'm a loving person, bro. So I just feel like I love too hard, and I feel like these females. Now I'm not gonna say every female, cause that's crazy. But like these girls I run into, or these women I run into, they don't know how to reciprocate.
I love.
Like, yeah, like they be thinking like I don't know.
Steal your heart.
They always be like they be thinking like I be finna play them or some shit all the time. Like bro, I'm chilling. I'm trying to chill with you. I'm trying to kick it with you. I'm trying to kick it with somebody else. Like why would I come over here to make you feel like I'm trying to kick it with somebody else? Like that's crazy.
It's not really the fact that making you feel like you're gonna kick it with somebody else. It's the fact that it's too many niggas that have in the past. So now you're just like, let me think ahead and already think nothing of the situation, so that if something comes about by chance, it's better than what I expected. Which was nothing.
I feel that, but I had that like that same mindset until like I met this lady one day. We had like a one night stand, and she was just like,
so you fell in love?
Nah, she was just, but she told me, because she was like if she was younger, like I would be her boyfriend basically. But I was like, I'm not going for that basically. But she was just telling me like I can't have that same type of
not
like that same type of mindset, because I'll like block my blessings. And when she said that shit, I was like, damn, yo, she's right as fuck, because I had my heart broken hella times. And I used to think like that, like, I just had to have my guard up and not fuck with nobody type shit. And she was like, nah, you're gonna block your blessing doing that. Trust me, I'm twice your age. Like, I know.
That's okay.
Like, damn, she right.
Okay, mama, cool, coming in with the good advice.
So I was like, damn, I can't even.
Right, it be them old folks that be making you think about life. Like, damn, I'm just trying to live to see 25. Like, you're trying to make me think. I'm just a child. What do you want from me?
And that's another thing too. I shout out my dad for that, because like that, Like,
shout out that dude.
For real, he always used to be like, cause like I used to wait hella long to drop my music, cause like I just wanted to be perfect, like everything to be perfect.
It's never gonna be, man.
That's what I'm saying. That's what he always told me. He was like, you never know when you're gonna die. If you want to drop your music to leave a legacy, drop as much as you can. Make sure it's quality. Don't make sure it's trash, but just make sure it's quality. But drop. Don't wait for a certain time or wait for this, wait for that to be perfect. It's never gonna be perfect.
Never.
And I was like, damn, that's a fact.
We strive for good quality, not perfection. Because you can always do something better. You can always do something better. But if your quality's good, then it can always continue to elevate. Okay. Now, let's get back into the music for a little bit. So you got a music video going crazy on your Instagram. I was looking at your YouTube. You almost have like 800 views, like 750 views or something like that right now. So talk to us about that song, that single, how the music video came about, and all that fun stuff.
So it's crazy. All right. So the song's cool. I don't even remember what I was going through writing that song. I feel like I just know Lil Baby inspired me. I just don't know what like
shout out Lil Baby.
Yeah, what my mindset was going through, but like he was just going so crazy. Like it was really his turn when he said that shit. Like it's my turn. Like that nigga, he meant that shit.
And meant it. If I said that shit, I meant it, man.
I was like, oh shit. I was like, shit. Let me find a Lil Baby type beat on YouTube.
Hello.
I went on YouTube. I was like, oh, I know he'll snap on this shit.
Like, so I'm gonna do it.
Hey, for real, I was like, I'm gonna snap on this shit. Let me borrow your flow real quick, baby. And I got down, made that song, and like people was fucking with the hell. They was like, man, you gotta drop a music video to that shit. And I was like, maybe one day. So I met my boy Sosa, and
Is Sosa cameraman or was the white guy in the video? Cause that white guy in the video threw me off.
Nah. Sosa, that's my guy. Sosa, he's a
shout out Sosa, baby.
Yeah, Sosa, he's a plug, bro. And then get you any drip you need, bro. Like, yeah, he's that guy. So I was just in the car with him, like going to the storage unit and shit. And he was like, oh, you trying to drop a music video? Bro, him my boy. He does music videos. Like, what you mean? He's like, oh, he can get you anything, bro. I'm gonna call him right now. He FaceTimed him. He's like, yeah, when you need the music video done. He's like, bro, he's trying to get that shit done like tomorrow, bro, the day after that. He's like, all right, Ben, lock him in for tomorrow. We did that shit the next day.
Dope shit. You know, it was actually
yo, this nigga Sosa really plugged in.
That's actually bruh. Shout out to friends that always plug you in, bruh.
And it's crazy because that's not even like my day one. I just met him and I was like, damn, he real as fuck.
Bruh, and it be the folks that you just meet. Yeah.
He young as hell. Yeah. So I'm like, damn.
They be riding for you 10 times harder than folks you know your whole life. I feel like it's because the folks that you meet, like, randomly, you just vibing off energy.
And I'm just about to say that.
So it's just like, bro, if I fuck with you, I fuck with you. And if you working for something, then I'ma help. But it's like the folks that been seeing you actually go through step by step, they be like, you gonna get it one day, but not today. Like, leave me alone. Try it. I'm weak. Okay, man. So to wrap it up, what new music, what new sounds, what new vibes, energy are we gonna see coming from you from this point until 2021?
I'm just trying to drop hella music.
Yes, sir.
From this point to 2021 and in 2021, trying to go crazy.
Yes,
drop
sir.
Hella music, visuals, pictures, just hella fly shit. You know what I'm saying? Clothing, merch, everything. I just wanna. Right now, like I said, I'm just trying to build my fan base. So the music right now I'm trying to make is just. Really, I'm still just experimenting with my sound and just dropping music like that I want to listen to. Like, before when I first came here, my interview, like, I was making music and it was good music and shit. And like, but I was still trying to make music to like impress people, I feel like.
Okay.
Like now I'm just making music that I want to listen to because it's so therapeutic for me.
Yeah.
It's like, I was like, damn, I remember when this shit happened. Oh, word. Damn. Like, it's nostalgic. I can listen to that shit and it's a memory that'll pop in my head and it'll make me feel some type of way. Like, I'm just trying to make music that I can listen to because now that I know that I can make money and I don't need music to make money because music's my passion. Whether I was going to make money off of it or not, I would have did it anyway.
You always know it's better when you do it for free.
Yeah.
It's always a passion when you do it for free.
No cap. And it's like, now that I know I can make money, I'm just going to make music that I want to listen to.
Amen, man. Well, we love it to hear it, see it, and we hope the best for you in the future. Thank you so much, Verbal Kint, for the 9-month checkup that we got going on here, and hopefully we see the best from you in the future. And thank you for chatting with us, kid. All right, I'm gonna have you stay right there. 1, 2, 3, pop your shit.
Just got done shooting the movie. Y'all guess you already know. Gatekeepers, I'm coming for y'all.
Yes, sir.